Hi, I'm the Miserable Gamer and welcome. We are back playing some more Sexy Brutale. This could very well be the very last episode, so I think we've got to save Lucas, whoever he is. I think he's the owner. So let's jump straight in and see what we can see. Three paintings of people you do not recognize. Books appear to be written in a foreign language, then you realise every page is filled with lurid descriptions of murders handwritten in mirror writing. I thought I heard somebody wandering around. These pots appear to be pure copper. The collection is worth a small fortune. A large and very stinky couple of cheeses and a book entitled Cheese, Embrace the Stench. An ornate dumbwaiter, there's a playing card inside. Bells alerting the servants they are needed upstairs. Dirty dishes piled high is perhaps the most comforting and homely thing you've seen in the mansion so far. What the friggin' fuck was that? There's a statue arm inside. Looks like the servants' dining area, perhaps. A series of books on the history of Japanese ghost stories. A small table for cards has been set up. Let's see if we can get it in here. Something, the box has been unlocked with something inside. The Ace of Diamonds. Paintings on the wall are a triptych with an inscription at the bottom saying a story of Ogo. I don't know. I don't know. Wine. 2 bottles of Chateau Margaux, 1787. There you go, 6pence. The cabinet is filled with 5 bottles of Mutum Rothschild 1945. Impossible. Why is that impossible? Grab that card. There are 2 bottles of Macallan M whiskey on display. The sheer cost. Oh, I do like a Macallan. Secret meeting room hidden deep in the mansion. Just being in the room affords a sense of intrigue and power. Glitch! Glitch! Load! Thank you. Right, there was something about the brochure, wasn't there? Because he said that there you can find stuff. The Hungry Lock. Yeah, we've done that. The Bell Tower, yeah. You'll be able to uncover more things in the brochure, I thought it said. Secrets, there we go. Basement. There's a hidden passage, which we should just be able to see. Ah, that goes up to the bar, doesn't it? Did I read that? Books on the correct preparations of anti-venoms. Some of the pages are worryingly well thumbed. Still haven't found anybody that we need to save yet. Ooh. A bank of electronics. The main console is labelled Theatre. It looks highly technical, but some of the wires have been torn out roughly. See, there was someone in here. See, there's another mirror. I'm sure those mirrors are portals of some kind. Machines possibly undergoing repairs. There are some schematics for what appears to be some kind of explosives. They are too technical to understand, but they nibble at the edges of your memory for some reason. The mirror's surface is flawless. Something about it makes you deeply uneasy. See, unless they went through this other door, but I reckon that mirror is a portal of some kind. Because when I saw the footsteps, they were walking. Ooh, they're walking very close to it. Above you are delicate glass tubes. Walkways? There we go. Boone, this place is not like the rest of the mansion. This is where the Marquis keeps some of his most powerful secrets locked up tight. Behind this statue, I believe there is a door. You need to find the way to open it. If I can talk to him, if I could see what happens. I cannot stay here. Please, Boone, help me see what's behind this door. Pipes or tubes connect to the statue. They feel more organic than mechanical, like veins or arteries gone cold. Vein-like tubes, they are horrible to be near. The walls are patched together with old wooden beams. It feels insecure, like an old place just holding together. Where do these doors go? The Sexy Brutale pinball machine. It needs a ball to play. What the friggin'... Something is under the sheet. There is a gentle sound of a ventilator. In, out, in, out. A click, but nothing more. Perhaps another button will begin the sequence. A click, but nothing more. Perhaps another button will begin the sequence. Click, but nothing more. Perhaps another button will begin the sequence. Machine hums to life. 2 machines are now up and running. Third correct press. The room is humming. Something went wrong. The machines all fall silent. Ah, there's a third button down. I didn't see that button down there. So that was a lucky guess, wasn't it? Something is happening. Oh, so the staff. Well, I've opened one. So the staff aren't... The staff are created. There is a person on the slab. The mask actually appears to be some kind of ventilator, forcing breath into their lungs, whether they want it or not. What the f... Yeah, that's just a weird room. A small sapling pokes up from the cracks. Cocktail goblet. A large basin filled with brackish water. You dip the goblet in. A notebook. The first few pages are filled with tally marks. I'm going to run out of time, aren't I? The sheets are dirty. The papers are too faded to read. Some kind of energy, it churns your stomach. Yeah, run out of time. Right, so I've got to quickly go back and do all that stuff again. Let's get back to where we were. Oh, I actually missed a couple of things here. I didn't see those. Candles burn clean and bright, reflecting what could be pure gold panelling on the floors. The elevator is a work of art. It appears to be wrought from pure gold, with the finest examples of the clockwork lift mechanism you can imagine. For it to be hidden down here is a selfish crime. Now, so that's still going. A mechanised skeleton robot is on the table. Its innards are laid open. It's partway through repair or construction. It looks like a huge amount of power is being used in this room. Roulette ball. I wonder if we can use that in the pinball machine. A grate in the wall. You can hear the casino faintly in the distance through the vents. A vein-like tube. It's horrible to be near. It's just getting more and more bizarre, isn't it? Ah, I need the arm. Didn't get the arm, did I? So these are all methods of killing the staff, and for the guests to be killed. Did I go in there? Yeah, that's the wizard room with the. Right, I've got to go and get that arm, haven't I? So then I can pull the lever. Goodbye, sixpence. Here we go. Dop, 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 dop. Alright, so we've opened the... I assume we've opened the door. Hatchew is partially lit. There's a horrible organic quality to it, so it's not... We haven't finished it yet. Oh, there's a door. Oh, didn't even damn see that. Red flower. A perfect bright red rose. Clay rock ridge. Red rock ridge. Arum runes. One flower is replaced with the other. There's got to be some sort of key in here, isn't there? Orange, sixpence. Grey is clay. I'm going to have to write it down. Sixpence is orange. Clay is grey. So the pale purple goes on Red's grave. Light grey goes on Clay's. The gold flower goes on Urim's. So I think the door's open. What was in there? Can't use the ball here. The crypt is empty. So should somebody be in the crypt? Statue is partially lit. There's a horrible organic quality to it. So maybe I've got to do the roulette wheel now. Pinball, rather. Ah, I'm running out of time again. I hope it stores all this. 10 of hearts. So what do I have to do in here to... I hope that doesn't all reset. Ah, crap, didn't want to go in there. There's 2 of them in there. The bait. Illuminated. Which switch? Uncertain. Ack. Success. Right, so if I time this right, I can see them using the mirror. Maybe then I can learn. Come on, quick. Oh, I can't. Yes, they definitely went through there. Right, anyway, let's get back on track. Right, yeah, so that side's illuminated and lit up, you see. As much as this side is glowing, it looks like the cross at the top isn't yet illuminated. So is there something else I need to do down here? Ah, we had the beaker, didn't we? We dipped the goblet in. See what it says. The goblet is filled with clear water. Perhaps a little water will help. Yes. Bye, Sixpence. Perhaps it needs a day to grow. Let's try... Restart the day, yes. Let's go and see if that makes any difference. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Yes, look at that, it's grown. Sapling's now a small tree, but this would have taken years to grow this large. I wonder how many times I need to do this. Perhaps a little water will help. So how many times have I got to do this to make the tree grow? Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. The small tree fills the room. How long would man have to water a sapling for it to grow like this? Perhaps a little water will help. There we go. 3 times is the charm. Ugh. What the hell is that? Oh my god, what has he done to you? No, run. Is this... So the guy in the mask, is that Lucas? Well, well, this is utterly tiresome. I mean, well done, and so forth. You found my secret, etc., etc. I know it must look cruel, chaining what appears to be a madman up in a dungeon, using these mirrors to show him the guests being murdered over and over again, tormenting him until the tears of sorrow and rage fill the tank that is his prison. But it's all very necessary, you see. Yes, I can see how you look at me, but... Boone, take this. Get out of the... No, no, I rather think not. Yes, that's better. Oh, he's got control over time. I control every part of this world. This creature, however, is what you might consider the battery. He is my power source. The two of you were the only aspects outside of my grasp. But now I think it's time to end this. Not with a bang or a fanfare, but with a simple snap of my... What? What? How dare... Go! Sapphire tear ring. Run, Boone. This is very much not over. Now what? Now what? So what does the sapphire tear ring do? A blue-shaped tear ring given to you by the bloodied girl. No, I don't want to advance time. Buy a sixpence. Right, so that was the last card. So I should be able to get across to that other card now. There's a heart beating. Can you hear that? Dum, 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 dum. thought that was going to be the last one. Right, so might as well reset the day, give myself some more time, drink some coffee, and then head back upstairs. But where? For what? What could I use the sapphire tear ring for? Ah, crap, there's somebody in there. Come on, leave, will you? Gotta have something to do with this. Stained glass windows filters light through from the outside. Oh, the whole outside. Yes, I can go outside. Another playing card over there. There was a playing card I missed. It was up in the music room, I think. The water from the fountain is more soothing than you imagined possible. What the hell is this place? There is no real path here, it's just the one tiny little house. Who is that? Oh. The door is reacting to the marquee signet ring. Ah! Do you want advance time? Not really. Why is the place burning? Door, it seems like the heat is intense. If only we were here earlier. Alright, haha. Time control's great, isn't it? Dun 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 ba 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 ba. Come on, move. Dun 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 dun. Where the hell am I going now? This way. Back out the front again. Everything's burning. Come on. is it all burning? Is this something that we've done? Bizarre. Lafcadio, it's been such a long time. Would you talk to Lucas? Something seems to be troubling him. He always looked up to you, you know. I know he teases you dreadfully about your lifestyle. There's a mask over there. But he respects you enormously. Is that the bloodied girl? More than anyone else I know. I believe he always wanted to be more like you, perhaps when he's a little older. Or more mature, should I say. Oh, you have our ring. Can I see? I remember you presenting it to us when you married us. Ruby heart ring. You must take it. Lucas will be missing it, I'm sure. Tell him I just need a little rest. This little guy is heavy. I hope he won't be mad that I'm missing the party. I know he loves the mansion, but this is all we've really ever needed. The mirror as well. This right here, this is our perfect little world. Please, tell him I will wait for him, won't you? I'll be right here whenever he is ready. And that's where she stayed. Impossibly slowly exit. Impossibly slow exit. Slowly exiting. Yeah, I'm sure that's her. That was Eleanor, the Marquis's wife. Maybe no, it's not her. She is always here, safe in this place. You've seen some of the truth now. The mansion was on fire. We, the guests, died. It should have ended there. But that creature in the golden mask, somehow he brought them all back, torturing us over and over. I tried to help them, tried to find some peace in all this pain. He is so strong. But with that ring, I believe you can stop him. There is a secret place. Sixpence was so close. Take that ring to the room where Aram died. It will unlock the path. Eleanor left her mask for you. Take it. Mirror network. Yeah. Eleanor's mirror walk. Eleanor was the life and soul that connected the people and places to Sexy Brutale. Her mask allows you to travel by stepping into the mirrors placed throughout the mansion. You can now walk through any mirror in the Sexy Brutale. The movements of all staff and guests have also been revealed to you on the map. She always tried so hard to see the best in people. But it's what you see that will matter. Now look into the mirror. It's like the Matrix. Maybe the girl is the Marquis's daughter, perhaps. I've never seen inside that place, you know. I'm not sure whether to rage impotently or just be quietly glad. Anyway, I watched you, Lafcadio. Your arrival was somewhat unexpected. All these years you've done your dutiful loop, dying along with Sixpence in the chapel. Then all of a sudden, one day, you're running around ruining everything. It took me a while to figure it out. And then, of course, I knew that bloodied creature had to be involved. I'm sure she has spun all the tales about me and what's happening here. I'm sure they've left out some rather important information. I'll be utterly candid with you now, Boone. I could end this right now. I could end you. I have the power. Perhaps she is right, and I am a monster. But might all be monsters here. I want you to see, to understand. Come with me. Now the first question is, am I really a murderer? And to that the answer is most assuredly, yes. You see this man here, dear Reginald? I killed him, stone dead. It wasn't my finger that pulled the trigger, but it was my command. Family, as you know, as well, you know. Sixpence is frozen perfectly in time. His face shows disbelief and agony. The staff member looks grimly dispassionate. He's doing his job without malice or pleasure. Ah, the heart of the casino, our dear friend Clay. In this scenario, I had him die from a shot of venom from the same spider that would go on to devour his precious wife. He did like a drink, Clay, but never when he was working, you know. The poison has burned the flesh around Clay's mouth down to the bone. It was a horrific way to die. Lovely. There is an almost sense of sadness in the lifeless mechanical eyes of Sixpence prototype robot. So fitting. She was so beautiful, Trinity. The moth by the moonlight. It was what Clay called her. She loved that name. A moth. So it was very fitting for her to be eaten by my giant spider. I never had one, you know. I'm sure nothing could possibly grow that big, but by gods I wish they did. I would have kept it in a room just like this one. So is that guy Lucas or what? Tequila's body is covered in deep cuts. A creature from a nightmare. You cannot imagine the terror she must have felt, bound in thread and waiting for the end. This one was rather fantastical. When we found that fish, I did so want to believe the stories. A voodoo fish. I rather suspect it was just a guppy with some particularly bright colours. The man who sold it to me must have thought I was the most gullible person under the sun. But I wasn't paying for the fish. I was paying for the story. Eleanor called me a fool, but she did love to watch him in his tank. Best fortune I ever spent. I'd like to say that Willow would have never hanged herself. But long ago, I stopped even trying to pretend I could understand what another person might do. Willow's face is contorted in agony. At one point, you thought this creature might have held the answers, but he was just a friction, a boogeyman. Miss Tequila Bell, what a voice. She was a living work of art. I murdered her with the notes of a song, and then had my staff throw her body down a garbage chute. A staff member appears to be taking a certain amount of pride in the carnage he has created. Tequila, bleeding to death from deep lacerations across all her body. Grayson, Red. It really wasn't a party until those two got here. Grayson really is such a complete scoundrel, but my god, he's fun. Or he was at least. Red really would have done anything for him. I'm almost certain that it would have been so much more painful if Graydon had gone second and Red had to watch him die first. Yes, perhaps I'll change this one. What kind of maniac imagines torturing a man this way? He gave his own life to try to save Grayson. Ah, Aurorum. I smelt him down in the furnace like a big gold bar. My mansion had many strange and wonderful creations, but a lift that doubled as an incinerator. That would have been something. I like to think that if Aurorum were able to choose how he went, then perhaps he would have chosen something like this. Though in a way, he almost did. Thanos. What a mind to waste. It wasn't just this mansion that he built, you know. There are similar works of architectural genius all over the country. He was a grouchy and often tiresome old man, but that mind was like a cracked diamond. At least his works will live on. Well, Boone, you have heard my confession. As I said, I am a murderer. This is not a brag or a boast. I am not good or clever for it. I am sinful and gross. I have killed everyone in this mansion. But there is one person who didn't die. Lucas. One man who survived the events of the day here, who woke up in a broken body with a broken mind. They put a mask on his face and the machine forced him to breathe until he was fit to stand. So was Lucas a member of staff? If what the man in the gold mask says is true, then the mask is a breathing aid. Who are the staff here? They're the guests. A man who served his time, but time that could never be enough. So was Lucas a prisoner? Whoever was in this cell, they must have been here for years upon years for a tree to grow this large. A man who lived when all the others did not. I would like you to meet that man, Boone. I would like you to meet him and then decide if this day should end. The crypt is marked Lucas. It is empty. The answers will be behind these doors. Come and find me there. She and I will be waiting for you. And so we reset at the heaven and hell staircase. Right. I thought it was going to be the last one, but it's not. I'm wrong once again. I hope you're enjoying this. I really think we're very, very close to the end now, but we've still got these powers to use, and we've still got some of the cards to find. I might go and mop some of those up. I hope you're enjoying that. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already, and enable those notifications so you get informed of new videos I put out. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.